The skies are clearing right now around Central Florida, and that means this afternoon I think you're going to find a different kind of weather pattern has taken hold in Central Florida. That's right, some cooler, drier air is trying to make its way in. So we're going to be talking about some temperature changes. We're going to be talking about drier air. We're talking about a little more comfort. Fall is trying to make its way into our weekend. When we come back, though, we'll talk exactly what temperatures we can expect for today and talk about what we can expect for the weekend.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
There's an old saying around Florida, if you don't like the weather, wait a little while because it's going to change. We were raining this morning. Now it's getting really, really breezy. And you know what's going to happen? It's actually going to turn a little bit chilly, particularly when you compare it to what we're normally dealing with. Yeah, we were talking about rain this morning, but now we're talking about, see this orange? See all of this right here? This is dry air, and you know where it's headed? It is headed in our direction, and it's going to take over, and all this is going to wash out. We're going to get the drier air here. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be amazing, the difference that we're talking about. And by the time we get to this weekend, we're talking about changing the pattern totally. How does some temperatures down in the 70s during the day sound? Sounds like we've moved to a different planet, right? All right, so here's what's going on at the moment, though. Still got a little boundary trying to push south, stirring up them showers down in South Florida. Be a little bit of rain out in the Atlantic Ocean, but overall, we're talking about temperatures that are going to be held to maybe the low 80s today, like 82 up around Sanford and 81 in Ocala, Palm Coast with 81 and 82 in Palm Bay. Most of the rain should push through to the south, and we're going to end up with a very nice day. Clear skies tonight. Look at these temperatures. I want this to sit in just for a moment. 48 degrees tonight in Ocala, 61 in Palm Bay, 58 in Kissimmee, 56 in Daytona Beach, and 58 in Sanford. Yes, totally different. Now temperatures tomorrow, we're not even in the 80s. Everybody's in the 70s. Maybe 78 in Palm Bay, 76 in Ocala, 76 in Palm Coast, 75 in Daytona Beach, and 78 in Sanford. So is that beach weather? That's your call, but the water is going to be warm, 78 to 83 degrees, so it's going to be warmer in the water than it is on the shore. UV index today is going to be 7, but it's going to continue to go up through the afternoon. And as far as tides go, these are them for today. Now, when we come back, though, it's time to talk a little bit about the tropics. We're still tracking Lorenzo, and we'll do that at 21 past the hour with our tropical update. Right now, here's Storm Tracker 13.
Now, your Tropical Storm Lorenzo update.
Lorenzo continues to be sheared, and that's not good and it's not healthy for the storm, but it's okay for you and me. So it means that we don't have to worry about this storm, really. We never really did, and it was headed out to sea. But it also means we've got some cool weather moving in. See those skies? Right now, we're looking at the Kennedy Atlantis Cam at the KSC Visitor Complex, but look at that sky. What you see here is the ongoing process of a new frontal boundary pushing through here, taking those clouds, pushing them south, and heralding in a whole bunch of new, cooler, drier air. And we're going to begin with tonight, and we're going to continue it tomorrow, and we're going to keep it around for the rest of the week. You're going to enjoy the change. You might actually be able to wear a light jacket or something like that. How about if I took today's 80-degree temperatures and we kept them below 80 for tomorrow? That's what it looks like it's going to be doing. But let's check the tropics. Okay, what's left of Raymond right here off the coast of Mexico, still watching it. We're watching also what's going on with Lorenzo. Not a lot. Watching these tropical waves here move through the central part of the tropical trail all the way between South America and Africa. But this is Lorenzo. Notice 45-mile-an-hour winds, and it's being torn apart, sheared. And so it's not a real healthy storm. Moving toward the east at 6 miles an hour. Again, that same motion continues to take it away from us. And as you can see, that's what we say is going to happen over the next few days. Even the spaghetti models agree it is not headed toward the continental United States. So breathe easy. Now, just checking out the rest of the tropical trail. Got a new wave coming off the coast of Africa. Back here in the continental United States, that stationary front will finally get nudged and pushed out of here. And that'll happen, you know, as we progress through the rest of the day. And then we herald in that cool new air coming in from the north. You will notice the difference. Yeah. Stepping out the door tomorrow morning will be totally different than stepping out this door this morning. Actually had some rain around today, and tomorrow, no, that's not going to be happening. How about 82 and clearing skies as we push through the rest of the afternoon? 82 should feel like 82, bringing the humidity down. 58 Yes, that's not a misprint. 58 for an overnight low, and then tomorrow maybe up around 78 degrees. We've got some changes coming our way. And take a look at what happens with the pollen count. With the lack of rain, pollen count will go up. Brought to you by Trial Pro, the trial professionals. Now get ready. Here comes the 7-day forecast. Check out your weekend. As you can see, we are talking about, well, that 20% chance of rain was for this morning, and now as we push our way through the rest of the day, 79 degrees tomorrow, 80, 81, 81. Spectacular weekend shaping up for Central Florida. Any sort of outdoor activities, it's a go. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the forecast for you, but right now, let's take a look at Storm Tracker 13. Looks like we're in for a big time change. If you notice, it's already started. Yeah, if you go outside, it's a little breezy. So you can feel the little drier air coming in. It's a little bit of a cool element. Wait till you see this weekend. We have got a perfect, almost fall, letter perfect weekend ahead. And when we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit more about what you can expect over the next several days. You might need a jacket.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
Storm Tracker 13 is probably not going to be busy today because the rain came this morning. We've kind of nudged it on down to South Florida, and you know what else? It's a pretty nice day outside. However, it is going to turn breezy, and that may not be as comfortable as you would like, in particular if you're thinking about going to the beach. But if you jump into the water tomorrow, the water will be warmer than the air, or just about the same. Anyway, what we're talking about here is, let's go to the beach. Is it comfortable enough? Yes. Yes, it is. There's plenty of sunshine. You still need your sunscreen. Although the temperatures will be changing and they will be dropping, it's still a good idea to use sunscreen. Even, temperatures and amount of sunshine don't necessarily correlate. People get sunburn when they're snow skiing. Let's go outside. Here, let me show you what we're doing. We're pushing those clouds out of here. Yep, we've given them an eviction notice and tell them to head south, and now we're just going to clear things up. We're going to bring in some cooler, drier air, and that's the order that I've left in place for the rest of your day and the rest of your week too. We're going to keep it around for a while. Here, we got a little bit of shower activity out in the Atlantic. I'm not that concerned with that. Got some showers to the south of us. I think pretty much we're done with the rain. Let's get ready to enjoy the breezy, slightly cooler conditions on the way. So that'll keep temperatures down to around 80 in Deltona and around 80 around DeLand. Looking at the Cape, 81 degrees, 82 in Cocoa, 82 also in the Melbourne area. Oh, check this out. Down around Seminole County, Winter Springs, 82, 82 in Chuliota, and 82 in Geneva. If you are headed towards Apopka, you'll find it around 81, 83 around Dr. Phillips, from 82 at the airport, and then I see an 84 for Kenansville and 83 in Kissimmee. Really, these temperatures, what you're going to see tomorrow is we're going to take this down a couple notches also. So it's going to be a really nice weather pattern headed your way. Northwest winds for you boaters, you yachters. That's the marine forecast. Seas running 3 to 4 feet. Enjoy your yachting. When we come back, we'll talk tropics, and that's in less than 10 minutes. But right now, here's Storm Tracker 13.
Now, your Tropical Storm Lorenzo update.
Yeah, the very latest on what's going on with Lorenzo, and it's not much. In fact, to tell you the truth, weather news-wise, what's happening in our own backyard is more interesting and more important because, all right, let's take a look over at the Trade Winds Resort. Now, it doesn't look overly inviting. It looks a little overcast and everything. There's not a lot of people out. I'm going to tell you something. Before the day is over, they're going to have abundant sunshine, and it's going to look really, really great. Unfortunately, it's a little breezy. Can you see the trees around there? It is a little breezy, but it is going to turn slightly cooler. Already that breeze has taken over in and around the areas of Melbourne. Now look at the direction of the flag. The flag shows you that the winds are blowing from the north and northeast, and that's going to be even more prevalent as we push through the rest of the afternoon as more and more of this drier, cooler air tries to move into the area. Get ready. Fall is here. It's making its way through. Tonight, you'll probably need maybe a light jacket if you're headed out and about. We are looking at a stationary front that continues to wobble around our area, though. We're going to push it out of the way and let this cooler air take over and dominate the forecast. But we're going to check in with Lorenzo, too. This is Lorenzo. Lorenzo's out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Lorenzo is not a big deal. It is being compromised, it's being torn apart, sheared is the terminology, with winds of 45 miles an hour moving east at 6. So it's going to continue to move away from us, and that means maybe eventually it might be a rain threat to some parts of Europe. But for you and I, it's even going to degrade down to about a 30-mile-an-hour rainstorm. It's not going to be a problem, except it may get some fish out in the middle of the Atlantic a little wet. Other than that, let's just enjoy the weather pattern and enjoy the fact that the tropical season did not turn out to be major trouble for us. Here's what's going on across the continental United States. Remember the temperatures we were looking at yesterday? There's still a lot of those very cool temperatures, like 39 in Minneapolis and 46 in Chicago, 68 out around Los Angeles. Boston's going to be around 54 today. Got some plane delays out there in San Francisco. You can always double check, though, on Channel 600 with Travel Weather Now, an exclusive service of Bright House Networks. Breezy and cool as we push through the afternoon. We're going to keep that around for tonight. You're going to enjoy the evening. That jacket thing, I think, still is a pretty good idea, so keep it in mind. The 7-day forecast says we're going to be dealing with a 20% chance of rain. Most of that was this morning. As we push through the rest of the day and through the rest of the week and into the weekend, a spectacular weather pattern setting up. So that means great news for the Thursday night game of the week on Bright House Sports Network. The game is Oviedo at Winter Park. Game time Thursday night, 7 o'clock. If you're going to the game, 70 degrees. It doesn't get any better than that for football. Oh, you can also catch it on Channel 47 or HD 1147. Then we got a Friday night football game and high school Palm Bay versus Merritt Island, 7:30, 73 degrees. It is our game of the week. It's Bright House Sports Network. Again, you can see the game, DVR it, come home, watch it again on Channel 47 and HD 1147. We'll be back and take another look at the forecast for you. That's in less than 10 minutes. But right now, let's take a live look at Storm Tracker 13.